There? Okay, there we go. Yeah, like right as I booted up earlier, I heard the like Windows Connect sound, but apparently it was actually something disconnecting. Should be good now. Sorry about that. I said too much. You missed too much. I just said like, it's been a bit over 2 weeks. I'm back. Yeah, I'm not sick. Apparently my mic was sick, or it was pretending to be. My mic was just playing dead, that's all. Sometimes it's like that. The mic is loud. Louder than normal? Okay, how's this? Is this... That looks loud too. How's this compared to the game? It's strange, I haven't touched anything in like OBS, the mic, so I don't know why it would be having issues all of a sudden. Yeah, I believe that's why I had the gain on. Unsure though. Okay, it's better now, thank you. Yeah, always give me a heads up if like the game's not audible, or if I'm not audible, or if one thing drowns out the other thing way too far. Yeah, Mailing's just here as a switcher. I just figured I'd stick her in because I never really used her much. Such is tanks in this game, they don't really have as big of an impact. So, let's see, I made her into a buffer then, with some healing stuff. Okay, that's what she was doing. Let's see what that does. Curious. Yeah, almost 30%, that's fine. Oh, actually, she got like 5% or 6 or whatever from her own, like, her majesty buff or whatever it is, the thing that just gives her stats every turn. It's her final boss privilege, unironically. But it'll take me a little bit to remember exactly what I was doing here. I mean, I remember the general gist, but like, not really so much about the new characters I stuck in the party. Past that, I am familiar enough with the game that I think I'll probably survive. Some people are saying that 19's worse than a violence detector. I mean, I thought it was kind of underwhelming. Actually, I didn't finish playing. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's some disappointment that the online's totally busted. I wouldn't say it's... I don't know. I don't really want to say, oh, this Touhou game's the worst, because I love and appreciate them all in their own sense. And I'd rather be positive about it and say, hey, I preferred this game. That's just my outlook. It's hard for me to say that I really hate a Touhou game. Even fan games. I generally tend to have a lot of sympathy for it. Wow. Yeah, this one. You know, let's see. Who would actually be good here? I mean, I think these two are good because they've got like nature and water. Let me actually see what Kanako does next time. I don't think, I think her AoE spells wind. So, I don't know how well that actually works here. I guess not terribly. I mean, in general, I'm not a huge fan of the Phantasmagoria games at all, really. Because their patterns are more like incidental combinations of stuff going on the screen. I talked about this kind of in like 30 while we played the game. So I don't really want to get super in depth, but I just like all the like really deliberate intention that goes into normal patterns, because you know what's going to be on the screen. You know you don't have to kind of keep it simple, because there could be fairies shooting at you, fairies flying at you. It's fine that I ran into that. It's actually okay. I just didn't mean to though. Oops. Alright, let's see what this thing is weak to. If it's too easy, play it on a harder difficulty, because from what I've seen, higher difficulties are not easy. They're not necessarily fair either, don't get me wrong. Both nature and dark are resisted. Okay, maybe I'll try fire with Hina. We can try like wind with Kanako, maybe something else. Let's check spirit. That's spirit and neutral. Neutral might be the best we get, I don't know. Okay, what have we not tried against this? Like checking here? I think it's most of them. Mystic. Do we even have any Mystic in the party? I think Satori has. I think Brain Fingerprint is Mystic, right? I'm gonna try Brain Fingerprint and see. So let's see. Oh, it's weak to fire. Good, okay. In that case, we might have an in. Okay. Unfortunately, that did actually debuff Solace, but that might be okay. Yeah, resist Mystic too. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's try to debuff this guy a little. Oh. That tends to be what happens, I guess, huh? Thanks, Hina. I wonder if I should stop using Hina so much. I feel like she's a crutch. She's a crutch I didn't know was in the game. But she's a crutch I'm definitely kind of falling back on a little bit now. Maybe for the sake of, like, gameplay variety and party variety. There's a better word I'm trying to think of. Party diversity. Maybe it would be better if I benched Hina for an area or so. As much as I do love what she's done for this run. Okay, I don't think I can kill those things before they go up, so it's just not. Oh, shortcut. Handy. I could have opted to do a meatball craft today, and I do plan on still going back to it. Even though the server's not right up. It's not up at the moment. I rebooted my PC a couple days ago. Didn't put it back up, but I figured no one else is really playing on it anyway, so it's fine. But I just figured, you know, get back into it. Good to start with something that's, well, not brain dead, but comparatively brain dead, right? Something I've already beat a few times over before. Marissa, do you hear something? Yeah, there's something. These are the sounds of battle. Ah, Reimu, over there. Look beyond that cliff. I don't recall what's... Oh, it's Tenchi. Ah. Ahaha, what's the matter? Tired already? You're mine. Murata. I can kind of, like, predict what they're saying in Japanese, which is kind of sad. I don't know. Ooh, that was close. Thank you, Yukari. You're most welcome. Gaps are quite convenient, aren't they? Why, you... By the way, Celestial, you seem to be glowing gold. What happened to you? Have you been training at the Guiana Highlands? That was a plot in Shady Trial too. Hey, it all comes full circle. I love all these memes. I have the Guiana Highlands in my history. Yep, the Guiana Highlands, aka the Guiana Shield. I forget. I think it might have been like a Fist of the North Star thing or something. But it's like a meme, like, training area in Japanese culture. I'm assuming it's from something. I don't recall what offhand. How dare you make fun of me, Yumi or Kamina? But I like that I'm gradually starting to, like, remember Japanese memes. Otherwise, that line would come off as, like, a total non sequitur. And I feel like it's probably better off being localized in the Labyrinth of Touhou context. I did leave it as is in Shady Trial, but I'm sure I added some context or something. I don't know. I can't actually recall. It's like part of a list of other places to train at. India, Tibet, and the Guiana Highlands were always such staples in relation to, like, training areas, I see. So it's almost more explanatory. What power? Yukari, we've achieved what the priest of the Enma told us to do. It's getting a bit dangerous. We should retreat while we can. We shall meet again, delinquent Celestial. Why you? Each and every one of you. The Shady Trial finale was very good. I see. They're doing just enough to force Tenchi to use up her power. Hopefully exhausting her power will actually show a limit of some sort. We gotta keep up too. So you say, but all three of them have already gone off somewhere. That cliff stretch is quite far too. We'll bump into her as long as we keep wandering around. Let's focus on progressing onwards. That's true. Let's get going then. Speaking of Shady Trial, I've already talked about this, but I'll be wrapping up, like, everything on it this week. Need to do a betrayal. We need to do some last minute, not so much of proofreading, but like going back over some of the the jokes in the sections that I feel like didn't really get enough of a reaction, or like I kind of gave up and didn't do a very good job because I couldn't come up with anything. I need to revisit all of them and see if I can improve them a bit. Once that's all done, once the trailer's out, sometime, hopefully the middle of the week, I don't know what to prioritize, probably the proofreading first. It's the diligent thing to do there. Yeah, I'll be handing the files over to the dev. Oh, I've got a drink, but, yeah, my lips definitely keep on getting dry. That's just an issue I've always had. Yep, I'll be sending things over to the dev. He's currently, experiencing dead hard drive syndrome, so it might be a bit before he can, actually get it up on DL site, so that's out of my control. I told him I'd probably have it for him this coming weekend, so we'll see what happens. You're talking about drinking for shitty trial. Yeah, that's something I would suggest. Honestly, that whole game is kind of worthy of it. If you're the kind of person to be into that. I've only ever drank it a couple times personally. Too many alcoholics in the family to ever want to make a habit of it. Okay. I'm all stocked up. Alright, further south, I guess. I do need to fix up the party, though. I'm just repeating what I kept saying in the weeks leading up to streaming again, but really, with Shady Trial done, I'm so grateful I can finally go back to working on Devil of Decline W. Something a bit more straightforward. I've chipped away at it just a little bit, like whenever I'm out of the house usually. Like I'll enter in like some shield descriptions because a lot of them are just copy and paste with minor changes. Things like that. A bunch of equipment names and whatnot. But there's still quite a lot left, even for the story. The main story is done. All the little mini cutscenes are not, so nor is the post game not even touched. But I'm hoping with the upcoming life changes, you know, I'll have one less big thing in my life to focus on, and maybe I can finally learn how to like direct more of my focus and energy toward all this stuff. I enjoy what I'm doing. And maybe less distractions would be good in a sense. Cruise leather around. Oh, that's just something we already had. Oh, it's Fallout. Okay. I guess specifically New Vegas. Gotcha. Just heal up. Might not be the most talkative, but it's not because I'm going through any particular distress right now. I'm feeling fine at the moment, so I'm just getting back in the swing of it, I guess. I haven't even had like a particularly long day or a stressful one in particular. I think I got up at like 4:30. I got on and I played some of the Pokemon DLC with a friend of mine. We finished the actual like main story of the DLC. We just need to go catch everything else now. Be all done. We plan on seeing if we can speed through all that tomorrow. And yeah, after that, I did some work, and by work, I talked about this previously last month, but I've got a translating job now. I'm not really a big fan of the content I'm translating. In fact, I'm definitely an anti-fan. But it pays well. So I finished up this week's work today. Just a roughly 90-page project I did throughout the week, kind of. Something I think I could have done quicker, but with stuff I'm going through this week, it's kind of taken a little bit of focus. Yes, next year it unfortunately is, because that's where it's easy to get into the industry, I guess. And also, it pays shockingly well. Whoa, what's this? Rainbow, come here, this is pretty awesome. What is it? What the? Seriously, what is this? Rainbow Marissa gazed over the sand dune. The sight of a giant blackened hole in the ground, almost like a crater, met their eyes. This is pretty crazy. Kinda looks like the remains of something hitting the ground really hard. The region in general is awash with bright colored sand, but the area around the spot's all black. Maybe the sand got slightly melted. Volcanic rocks work the same way. Who could do something like that? I don't know. We better make sure we don't end up like this too. Okay, that's all that is, I guess. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I want to stream too, and I'm glad to finally be back to it, but I don't know exactly how I should handle it. Like, someone like Dylan, he plays probably like on average like 5 to 8 projects or something at a time. Maybe that's too high of an estimate, I'm not sure. But like, I usually just do 1 or 2 at a time. Now, I don't know if I should keep up to that. See, I feel like with me, my streams are far more unstructured. I start playing a game and I'm like, I'll keep playing until I don't want to play anymore. And I'll go for 3 hours, 8 hours, something like that, you know, it can very much vary. So like, there's other games I want to play. I want to do the Super Mario RPG remake when it comes out this coming October. I want to try Deep Rock Galactic at one point. I haven't played any more Rocket League in a while. That's something I could always go back to, but that's not a give me finish, you know, so that's very different. As is Deep Rock, I guess. That's just something you guys play if you want, if you like it. And I almost am toying with the idea of playing Final Fantasy XIV on stream. I've played through a good part of the main story a couple times before, and I've gotten up to Shadowbringers before, a little bit into Shadowbringers, but I played with a friend, and as much as we tried, I never really read the story. I don't have Deep Rock yet, but I'm thinking I want to try it sometime soon. So I could basically get it anytime and give it a shot. I'll probably do that on stream, probably within the week, next week or 2. I don't know. Did I finish the Scarlet Bat DLC? Yes and no. We finished the story just today, a friend and I. But we still have like 30 Pokemon or so to catch. So, once that's done, probably tomorrow we'll be finished with it. I'm not really sure what to think on it. I mean, it was nice to have like more of the same, like, oh, play online, explore stuff with a friend, find Pokemon. I feel like, well, obviously one complaint is there's basically no new actual Pokemon. It's there's 1, and then there's 4 in the story. So that's kind of all. Sorry if that's spoilers for anyone. I'm not gonna get into specifics or anything like that, but if that much is too spoilers for you, then you might want to tune out for a minute. Though I don't really have too much else to say, honestly. I feel like they don't give you nearly enough trainers to level up on. And if you only do the trainer fights, catch new stuff as you see it, and don't grind on random Pokemon, you will be very under-leveled for the late fights in the DLC, assuming you make a new party for the DLC instead of bringing in yours. I mean, like, 6, sometimes 10 levels under, like, the important story fights, depending on what you're using, which is kind of rough. And, you know, I'm one of those people who just, at the very least, like, when they're first going through, I try to just use Pokemon that I like, and just, yeah, I'll kind of try to keep a varied party, but I won't try super hard. So my party was not good against a couple specific types. I didn't have much of an answer against flying. I had like 2 grass Pokemon and a fighting one, so that's a lot of things that flying hits. I didn't have any electric move. I didn't have any dragon moves. I had no fairy moves until I fought my friend today. So I didn't have one like for the actual story fights or anything. I don't think that was a big deal in particular, but I had a lot of stuff that I didn't have, and My options were either, okay, go grind a bit, or remove the Pokemon you like and put in Pokemon you don't like. And my friend and I had decided from the start, like, okay, we're going to only use stuff that's new to the DLC. So that can be stuff that was in the Pokedex of the older games but wasn't available in Scarlet Violet till the DLC, or new Pokemon. So no Pikachu, because Pikachu's in base Scarlet Violet, but you could use Bellsprout's family, because that's new, for example. So those restrictions essentially trapped me, like, okay, well, I don't really like that many of the Pokemon here. I had a few I could put in. I was Shiftry well enough. I like a few grass types that were in there, but I can't make my whole party grass types. I went with Victory Bell as a grass type, and I think I might have had one more that was... I don't remember. But Victory Bell is the one that I ended up going with in the end, over Shiftry. But yeah, there were a couple types just didn't have any representation for it all in the end. So, as a result, my choices were either, okay, make these really long fights with a lot of items, or give up on the fight, go grind, or go put stuff you don't want in your party, you know? So, I went with the item route. So, some of the story fights took me like 20 minutes, and they were not very fun. And the desert scenery is so dreary on this floor. There are no flowers or any signs of nature anyway, except for the very occasional cactus. The desert reflecting the sun's rays did make for quite nice viewing at the start, but once you get used to it, it's still dreary scenery everywhere. This is a real downer. Flowers, huh? Machines are better if you ask me. Ah, if you want flowers, here's one. Right here in the cactus's shade. I did use Belly Drum Polyrath, actually. Whenever I could get it to actually survive, it was pretty damn good. Eh, really? Let me see. Oh, there really is one. So flowers can bloom even in the desert. This poor thing looks like she'll wither away from lack of water soon, though. Is there any way to give her some? Water? I've got plenty. I'm a Kappa, after all. Really? Can you let me have a little bit? I'll make a loss, but I guess I can make an exception. You charge money for that, you Kappa? Here goes. Spurt, spurt. It looks like it's doing okay since it's growing in the shadow of the cactus. It doesn't get the full effect of the blistering sun. And there's certainly a bit more water around a cactus than in the middle of the desert. Yeah. The story guy used one as well. And by chance, both my friend and I also used Poliwrath because, yeah, I guess I kind of like it somewhat. It's a pretty nice Pokemon given the options there were. I did notice all of that guy's Pokemon had items in the last fight. Largely berries, but some leftovers and stuff too. Very annoying. This whole place is still like a heated stove though. It might give out at any moment. That applies as much to humans, yokai, and gods as it does to flowers. The only difference between them is their lifespans. And when something has a lifespan that short, doesn't it make you want to treasure them even more? I'm not really feeling it. Oh dear. Enrico, don't bother trying to convince her of all people. Ah, shut up. Let's just hurry and go. Yes, sorry for making you wait. It's fine, but let's get moving. That's another Yuga flower off the checklist. But we won't be able to fight Yuga for a while. I have to go up into the next stratum for that. To get the last flower, so... it'll be a bit... she'd probably beat me pretty bad right now anyway. Yeah, right, so she's got this thing. She's got the, I guess, the warrior class on. Okay, good. Yeah, so nature is pretty good up here. Surprising flash. Oh. No, not if Satori uses it, I guess. Must not have the stats to back it up. To be fair, I guess those things are a bit tankier. Yokai Lion. That's not that funny. I'd even hesitate to say it's a joke at all. I think that every trader Pokemon needs items. I mean, maybe in like some kind of post-game stuff or something, sure, but it's a bit much for like the main game, don't you think? Keep in mind, it sounds like you're probably talking from a veteran's perspective. What the fuck is this? It's Labyrinth of Touhou 2. It's a Touhou fan game, kind of like a Train Odyssey, kind of like other dungeon RPGs. I don't really know what else to compare it to. But its main draw is its huge number of party members. But tell me, because I need to heal up anyway, so check out my roster. And this is only like a portion of them. A good portion nonetheless, but there's like over 50. I think there were 60 even in the end. Something like that. I don't recall the exact number. Let's see. So, Kogas is pretty good here. I guess I'll invest in nature characters a little bit here, maybe. I can give Kogas some more points. She's capped out for now. There's some speed too. Okay, now I'm broke. Perfect. Yeah, Touhou is not a hentai game. And what do you mean hentai games you see here? Are you seeing hentai games on Twitch? I think typically that's typically not allowed. Unless we're talking like the censored stuff. I think people probably go elsewhere for their hentai games instead of going to Twitch, but more of a streamer than a viewer right now. Yeah, I'll let that just be secret. Got enough hentai in my life, I don't need to pry and find more. Surprising flash then. Yeah, some of these things are just tanky. Maybe just physically, I'm not sure actually. I guess if nature's gonna work on like most things here, what I could do is put Minariko up front, because I think she buffs your nature damage. I'll have to check when I'm out of the dungeon again though, I suppose. All the Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have EPs. Is that true? I didn't know that. I was not aware. I have not really played Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I own them, but I never got very far in them. I bother finishing some. I don't even know why I bought one, honestly. Kinda worthless. Like, it was a stupid purchase considering I never finished, I think I owned Sun and then Ultra Moon. I think that's the ones I had. I'm not as into Pokemon as I was when I was a kid. And part of that's me having changed, and part of that's Pokemon having changed, I think. But I don't have my thoughts organized enough to do a lecture on it, so I can't really get too deep into it. Not gonna bother trying. So... yeah, not bad. It's good enough. Oh, you don't actually have a Switch. I mean, there are quite a few good Switch games. Think so, good Switch games. I mean, there's Smash. If you have any friends to play Smash with, Smash is really great. And I hear the story mode's good too. I didn't really play much of it, but I hear it's very, very good for the people who like that kind of thing. A lot of stuff to do. Stuff like Splatoon if you like it. Mario Odyssey was pretty good. Breath of the Wild is obviously very popular. I enjoyed what I did play of it. I didn't finish it. I haven't touched Tears of the Kingdom, but I hear similar things. It's good, people say. Skill gaps are too big for Smash. Yeah, I get that. I only have a few people I can really play with. These days we typically like open up online lobbies and name them 2v2 and wait for people to join so we have people to play with. That can sometimes take a bit, and sometimes you get people that are way too good, or people that just don't know what they're doing. And then there's the people who just get mad and turn off their switches after losing. Surprisingly common. Promise. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in the system that's good for a lot of people that I haven't played as well. In general, I like the Switch. I do like the yoke icon. I am wondering if that's how it was in the original Japanese. It's been a while since I played this game in Japanese. That is most of my time with it, but it's been at least around 2 years, year and a half, I'm not sure. I know that doesn't seem like that long, but the thing is with this game, like, you don't really need to pay any attention to the names of the enemies. You can just kind of immediately visually identify them. So I don't remember that much. Switch Pokemon games are bad. Ooh, strong statements. But a lot of people would probably agree with Sword and Shield. They definitely had a lot of issues. I never ended up really playing much of them myself. I think I even got halfway through Sword. I did have fun with Scarlet and Violet, but I think that's almost entirely because I could play the whole game online with a friend. I think regardless, it would have been an interesting shakeup on the formula, but I think a gigantic part of it was being able to play online with a friend, seriously. And if I could do that for more Pokemon games, I'd probably like more Pokemon games, and RPGs in general. And I have done that. There's a hack for Emeralds. I think it was Emerald, I'm pretty sure. That adds in like stuff from all the later gens. And adds in kind of buggy and a little bit unstable at times. Online double battles for every fight in the game with a friend. It's a bit annoying to set up and get working. And maybe some of the instability was the fact that I was playing with a friend overseas. But from the week or so I had playing that, it was a really, really good time. Very, very fun. It had like Let's Go styles. Let's Go style like shiny. Sorry, not shiny. Sorry, I'm skipping steps here. I had like it has like overworld encounters, so you can see if you're about to run into a shiny too, which is pretty cool. The encounters aren't synced between players, but nonetheless, like, it means you could still kind of go shiny hunting, which is cool. Settlement Emerald. No, that's not what it's called. It's, I don't know what the name is now. Pokemon Quetzal. It's Quetzal. It's like a Queutcal, I believe. I think that's what it was called. It's fun. Are you still up to your scavenger antics again? Yeah, I just picked it up to take a look at it. Let's see here. It's a burnt scrap of cloth. The pattern makes it look like it. Oh wait, no, I didn't read that wrong. The pattern makes it looks like it. I'm a stroke. Looks like it came from a well-made kimono. Reimu, isn't this from the princess's kimono? Now that you mention it, that high-class kimono she wears does look something like this. It is basically the first part of the word Quetzalcoatl, yeah. I'm just gonna Google it real quick, hold on. Yeah, I had the name correct, yeah. Yep. It's Pokemon Quetzal. Pretzel. You can do it if interested. It's fun. It's definitely possible. It being burnt is concerning though. Did the princess get into some sort of trouble? So basically, like, I go up and I talk to a trainer, and my friend, like, then it says, like, waiting for other player. The other player has to come up and talk to them too. Then we both load into a double battle against that trainer, which is pretty cool. It being burnt is concerning though. Did the princess get into some sort of trouble? Yeah, it's a shame that they don't have expressions, but I believe the art was outsourced. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think 3 Peso does art, so you probably had to spend a lot of money on this as is, I would assume. Get into some sort of trouble, huh? To be honest, this whole great tree itself is trouble. Can't argue against that. This is still worrying though. Reimu, can we look around here for a bit? Nothing to be done about it. It cannot be helped. Let's look around the area for her. Where is the Kaguya? We have Moko in the party. But not Kaguya, not quite yet. Yeah, I don't want to put a double decline again. Yeah, I mean, I agree that expressions for the characters would have gone a really long way too. I think in general that's what makes like RPG dialogue more entertaining to read out, and it really helps with comedic timing too. I feel like all the dialogue in this game is fine, but there isn't really much in the way of humor, and I feel like part of that is just that there's like portraits that are kind of like, what's the word here? They're just outlets for the dialogue, and they don't really do anything for it. Like in an RPG with portraits, you know how a line is going to be read before you even read it, because there's because you've got emotions in the portrait, so you've got animations or something like Geniuses of Heroes. So like you can tell Reimu's pissed off, and you know how to start reading that line without getting anywhere in it, basically. And I feel like that that works for those games, but this game doesn't really have it. I assume it'll probably be the same for Labyrinth of Touhou. Try, just judging off the screenshots I've seen. But it's not anything to hate on the game for. Hey Mallory, thanks for the raid. Evening. I'm sorry I haven't tuned into your streams. I always see you playing different stuff on Twitch. On Twitter. I see your announcements and stuff. Thanks for popping in. Welcome, welcome. This is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. One of the best Touhou RPGs out there. And a solid RPG even if you don't like Touhou. Go buy it. It's really good. It's on Steam. It's one of like the rare Touhou Steam games that's in English that has like a ton of content. You can get hundreds of hours out of this. This is like, I think, my 4th playthrough. So I have gotten hundreds of hours out of this. This thing is really tanky. Let's bring out Komachi and we can just have Satoru use, whatever it's called. Narrow Confines of Viki. Okay, you do it. Perfect. Just the damage I wanted. Yeah, I believe that Awkward Burb is one of those people who's got a lot of hours in the game. I think I saw your hours on Steam recently. It's like, oh yeah, he's played this game a lot too. I'm just gonna go spy on that real quick. Let's see here. Oh, 8 minutes played recently. Just recently, huh? How many hours you got total? I don't know where to find this immediately, but I know you've got a lot. Almost 1,000. That sounds about right. I probably have about the same, honestly. Maybe more? I don't know. I mean, I've mentioned this previously, but I've done like 2 full playthroughs, like all the way through everything, and then like 1 partial one back before the plus disc was fully implemented, way back in the day, on like the old PC version. It's Midgard's tooth, though. Okay. Do I really have anyone to put that on? I do not really know. That's okay. I'll leave it off. Maybe I should change the front line around a little bit. Miriko's still pretty good to have. I can come over with Satori for doubling her stuff. I think custom nature stuff? I'll have to take a look. It's easier just to take a look in battle. Okay, so sweet potato, no, warm color harvest. There we go. Now we've got a strat. Okay, good. She does have an AoE nature spell. Nice. That's all I really need. Can I show my Touhou skills on stream? How can I? I could play some Touhou potentially. I've done it before. Party Twitch point thing. Oh, no, you can do whoever you want for that. Have you not been here when Real has been in chat and has made me put Freddy Fazbear on screen for the whole stream? Unless there's a side game I missed, I don't think Freddy Fazbear is a Touhou character. I'm willing to be proven wrong. Convince me. But yeah, it's okay. Anything's okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I haven't played the demo yet myself, but I saw that you were playing it. How was that? How was the Tevi demo? I definitely do want to play that when it comes out. I think they announced the release date, right? Was it like, November or something? Or am I thinking of a different game when I'm saying that? November 30th? Nice. Yeah, I mean, anyone's open to put something there. Just redeem the thing. You don't have to ask. It's a feature there to be used. Let's see. There's like nothing else I actually like to. It's a channel point redeem thing. So just hit the channel point button. And you redeem, what's it called here? Add party member static for a static one, and if you want an animated GIF, you redeem the animated one. Then it'll have you put a link in there, and I add the image and link to the stream, for the remainder of the stream. That's what it is. It's obviously nothing inappropriate. I don't think that's common sense, though. Oh, nice, another stun. Cool. I'll have to figure out how to put that on once we get out of here next time. I'm tired, but not tired. I've been a bit heavier on the caffeine for the past few days to help deal with what's been going on. So maybe that's built up a tolerance again, I don't really know, honestly. Just checking some stuff over in Discord real quick. Oh, there's some male characters in the new game? There are. There's male characters in TV. Wow. They really have changed, haven't they? It is, it's still similar aesthetics for sure. But, slightly more, I don't know what to say. It's a slightly more... Actually, maybe we should say slightly less, fan service. Which will probably help the game reach a wider audience. Or maybe not, I don't know. There's a lot of people who will play games just because that's a thing. And there's also people who will avoid games because that's a thing. And I was in the latter camp until essentially I heard enough people say, hey, this game is incredible. It's like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I loved it. And now I'm one of the people who recommends it to other people. You're not gonna play the game because there's guys in it. I gotta say, that's a little bit silly. I guess in good faith, I can't recommend playing Labyrinth of Touhou 2 then. Because we have Renosuke. I'm pretty sure the sword is also a male. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played this game. The sword is a character, the sword talks. The Ame no Nukuma no Tsurugi talks. He's got a nice little golden mustache and everything. Yeah, it's the same with you, huh? Yeah, definitely, like, just seeing, like, an out-of-context screenshot of the game doesn't give the impression that it's, like, a really well-made Metroidvania with cool boss fights and Danmaku and stuff. It kind of just gives you the sense that it's, like, a cheaply thrown together H platformer or something. Just because there are games like that out there, I think. I haven't played them. I've played them before, but it is a genre. But yeah, sometimes it can be hard to just judge a game by one screenshot. It's hard these days. It's hard as the player in this economy to find the good games. Yeah, sadly we don't have God Renosuke. God Renosuke would count as several men, I'm pretty sure. But we just have, like, half a man Renosuke. So hey, if you round down, you can still play this game. Wait, actually no, that did do some damage, that's good. That one doesn't really do much typically unless you've got debuffs on, but... I guess maybe Hina's just so strong it doesn't matter. Maybe I will have to take her out of the party for a while. Don't go that way, go... frankly, I'm better off just healing up again, actually. So, like I was saying, let me put Minariko here. And Koss in here. And I guess... I don't know how much else, honestly. Mailing, I gotta say, is pretty boring. But that's just because we don't really need a switcher for random encounters. So of course she feels boring. Why is Orin's HP so low? It's like incredibly low. Parse's is too. I guess that's just the kind of characters they are. Let's go look at something. Yeah, I already invested in their HP, but even it's just really low, huh? Okay. Sure. And where's Consum? Alright, I like Patchouli, but I tend to use her too much. Right, so... Yeah, no, we had to talk about Neptunia before. Let's see, I'm gonna break Bullet and take Hina out for a while. Because I think I am clutching on her way too hard. So for anyone who loved Hina, I love Hina too. But she needs to rest. Because she's not the only party member. Yeah, I hate the post-game C fight. It's definitely one of the most memorable boss battles. No one donated to the net fund. I took it off the incentive today. I mean, it's been a while anyway, so people have probably forgotten anyway, but if there's ever like a demand for it in the future that's multiple people, I can put it back. Okay, so who do we replace Hina with? I feel like we need another strong damage dealer, but I want it to be someone I don't really use that much. Magic would be good. I could use Utsuho, I could use Patchy. I could put in Iku or Sane or even Ran. But they're a bit more limited in like their elements, I think. Well, maybe Sane's not, I'm not sure. I kind of want to put in Patchouli just because I like Patchouli. I'm gonna put her in Promise to not clutch on her too hard. I don't think she's as easy of a character to use. She needs a bit more protecting. So I think maybe it'll be okay. Let's hope it's okay. I already looked at her stuff before. This is actually good to have since I have mailing. One sec, I have to sneeze. Only 2 sneezes. Nice. Now let me check something. So mailing doesn't have the SDM synergy thing, right? No, but she doesn't need it, to be fair. She's already an SDM member anyway, so that's fine. Let's see. I guess that's good to give her. It'll just be a nice buff at the start. Only that stacks like multiplicatively with other stuff. Grand Incantation is great for boss fights. Let's see. That's usually something that you don't really need that much for boss fights. You're not going to want to use her on stuff that's strong against her. It could be good for clearing like other enemies in trash battles though, I guess. That's a defensive skill. Okay, so that kind of synergizes with Grand Incantation a bit. Let's see. Oh. You definitely want this one. It's free MP. You'll always want Patchy at the right anyway, so why not? So I think what I want to do is, since I have a Spare Stone of Awakening, let's use it on Patchy. Perhaps. So Sorcerer is fine. There's a more suitable one later on that gives her more stats. I think Sorcerer gives you like other magic options to cast too, which are kind of worthless for her. But I don't really know what else we'd give her besides like maybe Magician for more MP, but she doesn't really need that. So I guess we're gonna give a Sorcerer anyway. It'll still give her some damage, so sure, why not? Let's see. That's good, that's good. One big burst spell is nice. Is Touhou a lowly game? No. A lot of people, like, call it that. I have a friend who's basically just counted it out. A couple friends who just counted it out because, oh, it's just a game full of a bunch of little girls. But, like, that's incredibly small-minded. Like, you play as kids in Pokemon games, and you fight a bunch of kids in Pokemon games, too. Yeah, but no one complains about that. Let's see, yeah, alright, so we're just going for, like, one big attack per battle Patchy as, like, a trash clear person. That's basically the gist here. We just wanted to be strong at the start of the fight, pretty much. Knowledge and Shade would be good too. I'll probably get it later. It's a bit pricey for right now, but we're just giving her a couple buffs that she starts off with, basically. You send Warrior to Patchy. Let's see how the attack stat is. She's almost breaking 3 digits there. If only I put some library levels in. Just went through all the characters and sorted by kid and not kid. The characters that are kid or kid adjacent make up about 20% of the cast. Yeah, I feel like people really blow it out of proportion. Pretty badly, honestly. Let me back Hina's gear for now. Hina is benched. She has to be benched. It's unfortunate, but she has to be for now. She needs rest. Yeah, I mean, people love to, like, insult Touhou for, like, oh, it's the series with the 500-year-old vampire who looks like a 12-year-old. Ha ha ha. This really says something about you if you play these games, but, like, have you played Touhou? Like, what part of Touhou focuses on, like, anything weird about these characters? Like, you're dodging, like, hundreds and thousands of bullets on the screen. Like, what do you think people play these games for? Like, yeah, some people play them exclusively for the characters, too. I love the characters. It's definitely a big part of Touhou, but, like, I think they just ignore everything else, and they just look at, like, this one thing. It's really silly. Let's see here. Oh, that's speed. No, I would want this. Yeah. That seems pretty good on her, actually. She doesn't... Look at all that MP she has. That's ridiculous. What an axe. Do you even count Remilia? I mean, yeah, Flan and Remy are both there in that category, even. People bullied you at school for liking that. That's mean. That's not fair of them. Give her as much magic as we can. Ooh, 50%. 50% is pretty good at this point in the game, I think. It's a bit of a waste though, because, like, we could be putting these on a character who also benefits from the attack. But oh, I might just have... I can put one of them on. We don't have the 48 one yet, though, sadly. Yeah, whatever, just really give us the most, I guess. Sure. Let's see. I guess the downside is, like, she's never going to go first in battle. So we have to, like, pass everyone's turn to get her to actually go. But that's fine, I guess. It's a sacrifice we'll have to make. We'll need more money too, because we don't have enough to max this out, but yeah. Okay. I'll look at her HP. 354. Oof. Her TP is pretty low too. She's definitely, like, the lowest stamina mage. This is Canon Patchy right here. Okay, I think that tablet is a magic item, right? Oh, I don't have those on her. Oops, I didn't even see those, my bad. Sounded kind of familiar. Yeah, she needs to be like piggybacked through the labyrinth. I'd like to imagine that Mayling's just carrying her. Okay, so she's not going to outspeed either of those enemies, huh? That's a problem. Because she's not going to survive like open attacks. We need her to be a bit faster, or a lot faster actually, to actually be able to do anything. I think she'll be able to like one-shot a lot of enemies in fights once she's geared up a bit better with library levels. But it's not going to be good enough if she can't actually take her turn. We might need some speed gear on her or something. I don't know. We just need money. Because I have none of it. Okay, so this is going to be her go-to in here, but it's nice that she actually has options. Very, very nice. You watched more anime. Oh no, sounds like you made bad life choices. I'm kidding. What have you been watching lately? I recommended Tatami Galaxy to a friend, and it's not like one of his top favorites, but he enjoyed it well enough, I think, by the sounds of it. So that was nice. I guess I'll have more time to watch anime in the near future. It's been a long time since I've really like watched a lot of anime alone. Usually tried to find stuff to either like watch with my wife or a good friend of mine that I talk to online most days. Trying to think like what the last one I watched a lot was. Probably Decadence. Decadence was good. Oh, I guess I watched Bocchi as well. Someone recommended Bocchi. There she is. Tiny TV. Is there any reason why her name is like one off from being a Touhou character, by the way? Is that just coincidence? I mean, I'm sure they know what Touhou is. Oh no. Where is... Oh, I see. Here we go. I think down there is... Yeah, she's not too obstructive or anything either. Yeah, there is that one character that's basically Marissa. I do remember her, actually. But it's kind of weird that, like, a main character is that close, you know? Mode B attacks are ones that ignore character placement. Target priorities to the target equally. Right, okay, so just random ones then, basically, yeah. Yeah, I know that not all characters, like, have their damage influenced by position too. Just like the row attacks that do that, I believe. We just have to be careful with how we use her. I like the idea of putting Patchley in the party for a while because she's a bit more tough to get mileage out of because she's so easy to just die by accident. Let's not fight the bird. I don't know which boss offhand Black Universe is from. I've never played through the entirety of Labyrinth of Touhou 2 in English before, and it's been a while since I've played it at all. And also this game has a lot of attacks. Translating is going to be fun. I think we're probably not going to like remain, or I don't think we plan on retaining consistency with 2's translation though. So I'm probably just going to go with whatever sounds good and discuss references and stuff. It's something that bosses from 12 onwards use. Okay. One of those shared attacks. Which Nichijou. I think I recommended you that. Come to think of it. Nice. You ended up liking it? What'd you think of it? I haven't watched it again in a long time. Only ever seen it once, but it's good. It's good. Good slice of life. Good funny show. She survived, it's okay. And at the very least, this gives Saturday options in fights, which is kind of cool. You didn't like it? Oh, sorry to hear that. Was it maybe just like too comedy focused for you? Do you need like slice of life that's kind of just like more chill and like character development focused or something? EG though is very much fast paced humor, you know? It's like a lot of like little skit setups and stuff. Not the human village now. Hold on. Patchy, 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 patchy. Max this first. Then we invest in other stats. She has her priorities straight. Let me BRB like 2 minutes. Great. Like the other gag focus series, but not Nichijou. I don't know. Anime taste is a weird thing. I couldn't really tell you the exact genre that I even like the most, honestly. I feel like I can kind of tell that they're similar. I guess like psychological, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I like. It's hard. Are there not any attacks in this game that prioritize the rightmost one? I feel like that's something mean that there would probably be a couple of, but I can't recall offhand really. I know the GOS has enemies that like purposefully target your squishy mages with their like strong mage sling physical attacks. I know that because the devs told me as much. I guess I haven't talked to 3Peso about what was I gonna say? Too much of Labyrinth of Touhou quite yet. But we'll be getting into specifics later on this year. I did actually check in with him just yesterday. Just to let him know on how my transmitting was going, and he gave me quick updates on how Labyrinth of Touhou Try's development's going, and we kind of like roughly know when we're going to be able to get together and start working on stuff. Do I recommend any games? I mean, I recommend a lot of games. What genre are you looking for? Plenty of games that I like. Games are a very big part of my life. Always have been. I can't really just recommend offhand, probably without knowing a bit about your tastes or the kind of genres you like or are looking to play more of right now. It's a hard question, yeah. Okay, almost done this floor. I believe this is the SDM fight, so it's a bit tough, so we'll need a bit more preparation for it, probably. I probably should have hit the bird, actually. Actually, still way too slow. I mean, I haven't invested points in her speed yet, so yeah, no shit. I just need money. I want to max out her magic first if I can. Well, I need to come in through the other checkpoint, I think. One sec. I just want to finish mapping this place out first, I guess. Why did I do it again? Pay attention. Space out pretty easily. Okay. Up here, I guess. Should be okay. So this is where we want to go. Suiko, I believe. Maybe I should have had more caffeine today. Got a bit more here though. Some platformers and such. Do you like Metroidvanias or do you like just straight up platformers or what? Like, do you like stuff where you have to explore or stuff where you're just asked to play the game well? You can narrow it down just a little bit more and I can throw some recommendations at you, I guess. Getting lost every 5 minutes. Okay, don't play Rain World. I can start off with that. Things are gonna kill us. Let's see. Have you played Mega Man Zero, Mega Man ZX? I know you've talked about Mega Man X before. Zero and ZX are really good. Outside of Mega Man games, non-exploratory platformers, huh? I'm a bigger fan of the Metroidvanias myself. I'm just trying to think. Sorry, I can't stop yawning. Will do my best, but no promises there. You'll have to let me think on that for a bit. If it's like Metroidvanias, I probably have more suggestions. ZX and ZX Advent do have some like navigation. They're a bit more Metroidvania-esque, but the areas are also very clearly like separated apart from each other. And for the most part, you're not really supposed to go to an area that you don't have an ongoing mission for. So it's pretty easy to get around, I'd say. It's not really that bad as far as that's concerned. Which also means that Metroidvania lovers don't really get quite the right experience out of ZX and ZX Advent, but that's beside the point, I guess. Random suggestion. I think it's kind of got some beat 'em up aspects too. But there's this old game. I think it has some platforming to it. It's called Noi to Love 2 De-Evolution. It's got really good boss fights. Flashy kind of set piece-ish boss fights almost, from what I recall. I'll put the name in chat for you. Let me just make sure I have the name right because it's been like 15 years since I've played this. Yeah, look, it's actually It's actually on Steam these days. Cool. I should really buy this and replay it. It's been a long time. Like I said, this is kind of beat 'em up-esque. With some maybe light platforming. I can't actually quite recall. Fun game. Very nice game. Yeah, Luna Nights is pretty small as far as Metroidvanias are concerned. It's generally a pretty short game. You could give that a shot. It's got easy to navigate maps and whatnot. Any other easy to navigate Metroidvanias, huh? Some of the Castlevania games would be up your alley. Portrait of Ruin is pretty good in that regard. Dawn of Sorrow is pretty decent. Don't play Harmony of Dissonance, I think it was. Don't play Harmony of Dissonance because the god of that game is not easy to navigate in the least. But the DS Castlevanias are probably good for you. Order of Ecclesia kind of throws out the Metroidvania thing. It's got like a bunch of smaller areas that are a bit easier to navigate. So that's pretty straightforward and still has like all the good gameplay stuff. So that one's good. Metroid Fusion is easier in the sense that it tells you where to, like, it marks on the map where you're supposed to go and just you have to figure out how to get there. There are a couple of notorious parts in the game where you can really get lost, but it's generally kind of not that bad as far as a Metroid game is concerned, yeah. And in the same sense, Dread is, it's more modern, so it's a bit more streamlined and not quite as easy to get lost in, if you like Metroid games. You can cheese Sakuya, thanks to the plus disc buffing Quanchi's death chance. Oh, that's good. I didn't know she was deathable. That's a fun little thematic thing, huh? I'll have to give it a shot because the SD on fight's typically pretty tough from what I recall. I feel like it's a bit easier every time I play the game, but still. It is still the SDM fight. The road opens to the small Oni. Well, I don't have the money for the small Oni, so road don't open for me yet. That might actually be here up at the top of the map. I'm not sure. I can't quite recall. Yeah, 16%'s not that bad. I could probably like stack up a couple things to help with that, right? Is there someone that lowers debuff resistances that I have? I'm not sure. I've forgotten a lot of things that I was doing last month, honestly. Just for some reason the enemies on this floor are kind of annoying. Racing does, okay. I'm trying to not use Racing because I tend to use her too much, so I don't know, we'll see. I might try it without her anyway. Besides, I can always spam with Satoru as well. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about the Momodora games for sure. I know Ralco's played all those. I never watched it though because I intended to maybe play them someday myself. I hear that they're good. You need Racing for the cheese. Okay, so she's probably undeathable otherwise then. Interesting. I'll try the fight normally first. It's been a while. Let's see how I fare with it, I suppose. Are those something eyes it said? I've forgotten exactly what it said. Could have even been a main equipment. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, and that's the floor for now. Okay, nice. Awesome. Okay, so... Cool, 25,000 steps. I played Castlevanias. I played it for a few of them, yeah. Most of the Metroidvania ones. I played all three of the DS ones. I technically have only played a bit of Aria of Sorrow, one of the GBA ones. And for the other GBA ones, I watched a friend play through them for the first time. And I, like, helped guide him when he got stuck to the best of my ability. Which actually made things kind of worse, because if you try to guide someone from just a Castlevania map alone without knowing what all the symbols on the map mean in terms of progression, you can send them in the wrong direction multiple times over. Again, Harmony of Distance was a rough time. I haven't really played the NES ones, so they're not really my kind of games. We played through, I think, Rondo of Blood. Well, I say we, I think I did. But no, I haven't played the classic ones really much. Yeah, I watched him play Bloodstained as well. Oh yeah, I played Symphony of the Night as a kid. I like Symphony. Not a perfect game, but it's still really, really good. Very iconic. Definitely recommend. Okay, I mean, just to start with, let's just jump in and see what happens here. I do need to see what level I'm supposed to be, though. 43. Okay. Well, that's actually fine. I'm under-leveled for this, so I'm probably gonna die. Oh, it's so hot. Well, yes, it's a desert. You know what a desert's doing in a tree is a different matter altogether. This sucks. I want to go home. Come on, running about it won't change anything. Suck it up. We've just got a bit more to go. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? A parasol? What's a parasol doing right smack dab in the middle of the desert? Can you not knock things over on my desk, cat? Please? Marissa, that pear. A soul. Yeah, the inverted castle's a neat twist, but it's boring. Just feels different at that point in the game, and you don't really get many new abilities. So it's just kind of, it's almost just checking things off the list. Oh, it is far too hot. It cannot be helped. It is a desert. Although what a desert is doing to a tree is a mystery in itself. This sucks. I want to go home. I'm gonna go home now. My, I do not think complaining about it would change anything. Although I suppose such strong sunlight would be painful for my lady. Ooh, that blasted sun. But going back home now won't be much fun. I don't feel like I've had enough yet. Hello there, so we meet again, Vermilia and Sakuya. My, Marissa. So you've reached this far as well. If so, then that naturally means that I'm here too. Naturally. Amelia, you're quitting the picnic? I'm thinking about it. I don't feel like I've rampaged about enough, but the sunlight's a real bother. Sakuya's handling both the luggage and the umbrella now, and she seems at her limit too. If I knew this was going to happen, I wouldn't have left Mei Ling behind. She would have been the perfect candidate to carry this huge umbrella. If you're done with picnics, how about trying out the Great Tree Exploration Party? We're a pretty big family now, so we'd probably have no problems with holding an umbrella. We could even lend you Kogasa. And you haven't had enough fun yet, right? Sounds like a sweet deal if you ask me. Oh my, what say you, my lady? It sounds like a plan I can buy into, doesn't it? Scripted turns when you reach a certain HP threshold. I don't know the specific details, like when they trigger. I mean, I know it's a thing, yeah. Scripted attacks, yeah, of course. Oh, so that means... However, that only applies if you are all stronger than us. I would never serve someone weaker than myself. Speaking of her, Curiosities in Lotus Asia outfit. What? It's right here. There she is. Big hat and all. I never really compared. I guess technically the ribbon... Well, it's only on the wrong side because she's being mirrored right now, huh? I guess. Why does Marissa look so pissed here, by the way? She looks really goofy. Yeah, I admire that Robbie Ribby made like low percent runs doable without glitches. And if I win, I'll be changing your party's name to the Great Vermilia and her loyal servants. Can you do something about your naming sense? Why, if that is my lady's desire, then there's nothing more to say. I shall accompany you, my lady. Of course, come, Reimu Marissa. If not, I'll be the one striking first. Geez, everyone loves to take the chance to run riot. Is that English? Enough talk, let us do battle. So let's see, Sakuya just private square 50%. Okay. And twice. Okay. Patchouli's dead. You guys do know that Patchouli's on my team, right? You did see her there, didn't you? You're going to have to apologize to her for this later. Just saying. She's not going to just forget this. Also Mei Ling, but I don't think you care. Alright, so let's just check into this real quick. So, nature works on Sakuya. I just need some scouting first here. Physical neutral, all this stuff is... Oh, Remy's weak to fire. She's probably weak to spirit too. Realistically, huh? So nature on Sakuya. Fire and spirit on Remy. And past that, I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Okay. I'm sure someone's already drawn Remy throwing wine. She spins it around in Shady Trial. Alright, so first things first, I'm under-leveled a bit. Let me get some levels. Let me get everyone up to 43. I say first of all, that will take a little bit. It's Alice. It's Alice. What's that other event over there? I'm gonna go check that real quick. I don't remember what that actually is. Just walk for that, Sakuya is very weak against wind. Okay. I do have Kanako, so I could always use Kanako, I suppose. I swear all these Shady Trial animations are the same chance. Mix It Up did just recently add in like some new randomization stuff, so I can check that out and see if it works a bit better. I'd like it if I could customize the odds. What happened to Shady Trial Alice? Watch the finale and find out. You find out exactly what happened to her. It answers all the questions. It feels so bad not having Hina around anymore. Kill Sakuya first? Okay. I'll make a note of that. Otherwise, I assume Sakuya just goes mad and messes you up real bad, because that's kind of what people would expect. Okay, so Suika's here, got it. Okay, we've already talked to her. Bring her expensive drink. Spirits. Alright, let me just destroy things here for a minute or two. Get some XP. Some execution points. Yeah, usually I end up over-leveled by the time I reach the boss, and I have to level down a little bit to actually get the fight within the restriction. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good thing in a sense, but then not so much. But, so is that Sakuya thing 50% of her max HP or current? Because if it's her max, you could have Remy kill Sakuya by doing that. But I assume it's probably up her current, right? Which is a shame for the player, I guess. Why am I not just hitting the encounter button? The sword clank button. Current HP, dang. It was a good idea. Alright. Yeah, I see. I definitely see why you'd want to go after Sakuya first then. Multiple reasons, really. I feel like the fight is definitely steering you in that direction. The party feels naked without Hina around. I miss her already. I'll see about maybe bringing her back later on in the game, but I feel like she needs some time to not trivialize every boss fight. Alright, I'll try to swap out the defensive stuff for one fight that scores coming down. Let's look heads up. Let's see. Vines. I thought that it could be useful here. Nerkin Vines is good after all. What's my favorite returning Pokemon in the Scarlet Violet DLC? I mean, you know, I've never played Legends Arceus, but I got excited for a moment when I saw the Hisuian Growlithe, and I thought I could use it, but then you don't get it, and I was really mad. I don't know if that counts as a returning Pokemon, but there's just a trainer there that has one that taunts you with it, basically. Returning Pokemon, huh? Like I said, I do like Poliwrath well enough. My party is right now. Come on, hello, switch. There we go. everything's old. So right now I've got Carbink because I couldn't really find anything else for that slot. Hold on. Carbink, Meg Cargo. I've got Poltergeist, which is not a returning Pokemon. Arbok. Arbok's kinda cool. Victory Bell and Poliwrath. All these are Pokemon that I'm fine with, but none that I like especially love. So I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I guess Sneasel's here, but you already have Sneasel in the base game. I like Sneasel quite a lot. It's also not really something you can use in your party without evolving, and I don't really like Weevil that much. So, I'm underwhelmed, let's just say that. Okay, so, yeah. Oh god, look at the levels, we still need more. Poor Patchouli is, not doing great. Something is gumming up the plumbing. Poor Patchy's in a bind. Alright, let's give her some stats. I don't know, I don't think she's gonna necessarily be the MVP in this fight, but let's give her some stats anyway. Got 110 speed. Okay, imagine actually skill swapping Contrary onto a Poliwrath. It'd be funny stuff. So you're gonna be useful, I think. I want a wind attacker. I could bring in Sane, she's got a wind move, right? Let's check through some characters real quick here. Let's forget what Kassen has. She has this. Okay. I don't actually know how strong it is, but she does have an attack, huh? Let's see. Take that, I guess. Item box. Let's max out Kassen's attack, maybe. Maybe she can be the Sakuya Slayer. Okay, so we don't really have like Kane for group buffs in the starting party, but that might be okay. We could just kind of go nuts on Sakuya at the start, I guess. This probably is a bad idea. We probably need Kane, honestly, for a lot of the game. I feel like she's nice to have, but I just want to see what happens. I want to experiment a little bit, and I want to see what I can do. Yeah, I guess I have Komachi for debuffs. We'll see, we'll see. I want to mess around. I don't just want to get together the perfect team play yet. If I can pull it off with, like maybe a more restricted party, it might be fun. Oh god, Patchy. Oh god, Kassen. Okay, yeah, we definitely need a way to survive that starting attack. Starting onslaught there. Well, we lost all of our wind attackers except Momi. This fight does not hold back. Alright. Let's buff Satori. How much will this do? Well, it's AoE anyway, but 6k, huh? And what if you use it? Less, okay. Yeah, Remy is really fast. They're both pretty quick. Alright, let's see. So I'm making this a no Aya playthrough. I'm committing to not using Aya. But I can swap some other characters into the party to help, like, with defensive buffs and stuff. And I'm not against the Cerno Bomb as well. Cerno Bomb's fine, that's on the table. So let me just wipe here real quick, and I'll put in a couple things that I know will help. I'm probably not going to do the death cheese if I have to bring in racing for it. Aya is kind of busted, yeah. I rely on her way too much when I play the game. So I'm not using her in this run, basically. Aya, Chen, and Yugi are like some of my big go-to characters that I rely on way too much. Aya to get people turns and make them go fast. Chen to kill things, and Yugi to kill anything that Chen can't kill. That's basically how I play the game. And it's a little bit old. Just a little bit old. Okay, so the cheese requires specific investments. Yeah, I'll pass everything. I appreciate the input on it, though. Still one of the best animations. Okay, so let you go to the human village. Alice doesn't need to be here right now. Let's bring in Kenny with her AoE buffs. Enrico's not really useful here. I guess nature kind of works in Salkria, but not that well. And Cerno for the speed debuff. Nitodi's definitely really good too. She's also a good character. I'm also not using her. I had her in the party for a bit to get up her BP for cutscenes, but I'm trying to avoid using her entirely outside of that. Because like her maintenance thing is just totally busted, obviously. We want Kaden to be able to go first if possible. Do we have money? No. No money. Hold on. I need money. It's kind of annoying grinding like useful amounts of money at this point in the game, honestly. So now, why are you fast? I actually want you to take turns right now. I actually usually don't really use Renko and Marble that much until like later on in the plus disc. I think I only really use them like extensively for the first time in my last playthrough. They're busted though, yeah. Renko's just too good of a tank, and Marigold, you know, the void damage is kind of broken fundamentally because it's just gonna hurt anything and everything. If you can just get her set up, you win, pretty much. I wonder if she's gonna get changed up and try. There's a animation. Let me just grab like 1,000 gold real quick. It's not much, but it's something. I look forward to learning more about Try. Yeah. I believe the dev said that you start off with them and Try. I think you mentioned that on his Twitter. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that like the Awakening is coming so late in the game. I wish you could get just a couple in the main game. I don't know if there's going to be anything like that in Try or not. Nothing's going great to Try. I'm just really looking forward to it, like everyone is. Right, that's just a simple 1k. So I wanted to put that into. Ooh. I've already forgotten. Oh, I like pre-Awakened Rumi, honestly. I like Rumi in general. She's pretty good. Obviously, she gets better, but I think she's pretty usable anyway, honestly. Alright, I want to make Kane fast. Gear is probably the way to go for that, actually. But she doesn't have any points for speed yet. Okay. Sure. Alright. So, I don't even know if Patch is going to be viable here, honestly, with how squishy she is. We'll see. Let me take my extra gear off, everyone. That in a minute, I guess. Physical defense, mostly, I think. Yeah, physical resistance is good to have more. Okay, you can take that. And we've got some HP for the last item for Kenny, I think. That's pretty good, yeah. Mr. Kenny does fine, I think. Zono needs nothing. She does her job anyway. Does she already? Yep, here we have more points to put in this. Nice, 30%. Let's see. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? Idiots. I haven't put in level up points for Patchy. Should I just give her HP? Feels really bad. I don't know if that's even gonna help her. I'm not really sure. Probably not. Probably not even with like a defensive KNA buff. Yeah, I mean, it's not really... I guess her magic is higher. If she's using patchy stuff, that's fine. If she's using Costin stuff, that's not so fine. Costin can probably survive longer, though she's actually dying on turn 1 as well, huh? Let's stick with this for now. See what happens. Where's Costin? Have some HP too. Just a little bit though. And who else was... Let's bring in Iku. Is that who on the front line for wins? And I just want to check something. But yeah, I guess Iku would maybe be good here. Hey Zolifan, thank you for the sub again. Welcome back. I am back. Recovering from things. I guess Iku would be good for Sakuya. She is kind of that character. Yeah, I don't expect that this front line is going to survive very long. I want to see if Kane can get enough of a buff on the others to make them survive a hit or two. So let's just try it. Let's just try. Just want to see what happens. Oh, hold on. Didn't realize I had someone above that. Cerno. Of course it's Cerno. Of course it is. I'm thankful that it stopped me though. That's good. I wouldn't have wanted to do it otherwise. Yeah, I've been through the game a few times. I feel like I should probably just play on hard mode. I've played on it before. Oh. You could skip the cutscene. That feels like a pretty basic thing that's kind of missing. Well, we survived, besides KNA. That isn't really how I wanted that to go down. At all. Also, do I have any healers in the party? No. Why did I get rid of all my healers? No, I have technically mailing heals, but like, it's so minuscule. Okay, good. Cerno's gone. Like she's supposed to be. Yeah, I might have to bring Minuriko back in. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Sadly with all hers, I think someone else is gonna die here, yeah, it's Apache. Okay, alright. Let's restructure entirely. I think Iku would be good in this fight. Rather than just throwing in all of my wind characters. I mean, Spam's going near Sakuya's dead. Okay. Is going near just physical, like it is when you get her? If that's the case, I could just put a really bulky tank over there or something. Omiji has good physical defense. I think some of the best that we have. Okay, Misha doesn't have that much. But I could figure that out, I guess. I assume it's most likely to target the leftmost. Okay, I need money, damn it. Let's see, you know, if we want money, this is a good way to go about it, I guess. Okay. Mode A, okay, perfect, thank you. Okay. Just let me narrow confines my way a couple thousand gold. Let's go recut the FOEs too, for that, I guess. We'll see. Not many things are piercing the resist spirit, so that's good for me. I think I want to maybe deck out Iku for this. Bring her in. I think she's like an evasive wind attacker. So she'd be good for just assassinating Sakuya, basically. So I think I might want to try that. I assume the people that do like solo runs of this game, just a little crazy thing, I assume they don't do it in a hard mode, because I feel like eventually it would just become impossible. Like, you only get so much you can do to your characters in hard mode. Like, you can't library them forever, you can't level them forever. I don't have anyone as Guardian, no. I don't believe so, at least. I don't think I do. Does that have like passive damage reduction on it or something? For the front line? I can't quite recall. I would assume maybe it does, and maybe that's why you're bringing it up. I'll have to take a look at stats and see who would be best to have over in the left slot. Oh, there's 1,000. Let me, let's see, 4, 7, I believe. Guardian does that and ups the chance of getting hit. Okay. I might make someone into a Guardian then. Perfect. Usually we have Hina for this, but I think we'll be okay without her. We're a few levels beyond this thing now after all. Let's see, bring out Rin as well. And actually might as well buff for once too, I guess. I don't think I actually gave Patchy Concentrate yet. Rather, Grand Incantation to make Concentrate buff for stuff. As useful as it is, I think I'll have to give her that later on. Okay, I'll just go away offense. I think it'll be okay. Depends on what it does, I guess. Oh, never mind. We're anything but okay. Yeah, this guy's still recent enough that he's still kind of tough. I do have Flame Sword. Let's see, let's bring out a couple funny attackers then. This thing can sleep. Okay, alright, you healed. Alright, never mind. Forget it, I'm not gonna fight him for money. Yeah. Can you tell that I've been crutching on Hina the whole game so far? I feel like she's trivialized almost every fight against something strong. Why do I still have Manichi out anyway? Just curious, like, how much does she do with Flame Sword? Yeah, it's fine. Here. You can do it, Cerno. You couldn't do it. I'm stunned. Alright, anyway, I'll just use that 1k. God, 1k is not gonna be enough to get Iku good to go. It sucks. Hold on. Make a couple changes. Rain doesn't really need to be in the party. Wait, no, she has fire. She's gonna keep around. Almost got me. Let's see. Yeah, I do want to keep Serena Wind for the bomb. Don't worry. Let's bring in Iku and maybe more healing. I guess I could just toss an away move for that. It's nice to have the AoE. Let's see. It's a bit easier to use than Riko's. It's okay. Alright, so the big priority here is preparing Iku as a probably single target attacker. Well, 2 patch lead drills in 1 stream. We're blessed today, I guess. So let's see, who don't we need a subclass on? We have all those characters in the party right now. Actually feels bad, but we'll have to go to one. I guess I couldn't do Hina. Alright, sure. I'm gonna try to avoid using it for a while after, so okay. That's fine. Alright. And oop, voice cracked for a second there, sorry. Let's see. Mochi's actual defense stat is pretty low. I could always just make Rainbow to full tank. She's not that great of a tank though. Maybe just KNA? Let me just take a look at like base stats here. Base defense 96, 98. Mailing's pretty good. Why does Kokasa have such high base defense? Momi has really good high base defense, but she's a warrior right now. So I'd have to undo her thing too, which is fine if I want. I'll probably go with mailing, I guess. But she already has a subclass. Just thinking. I don't have Kagasa's defensive fear thing. Saki's weak against paralysis and everything. Okay, well, Iku's great against her then. She's ideal, I guess, huh? I could see like all the base stats of all the characters that aren't in here. I know Alice would be doable too. I don't feel like swapping her back in again though. Let's see. I think I'll just make Mailing into the Guardian then. Mailing will do well enough. Okay, she already has a subclass. That's fine. I'll just remove it. I mean, Mailing's more useful as a switcher in that slot, you know? Omiji's just gonna kind of sit there and do nothing, probably. So I'd rather do Mailing. Okay, Guardian. Yep, okay, cool. Alright then, let's set Mailing up. We're probably not going to really be able to get Patchley out, so I don't necessarily hang around that. Want that. It's also good. I guess it just doesn't mention, oh, frontline guard gives that. Okay. It's just not part of the text. Alright. Then no. Thank you. Basically, whatever helps defensively, I guess. No. Auto moderation has blocked some guy's ad message. Just denying the ability to post that. I think we'll just take a couple levels in guts, I guess. That's fine. Okay. So, I still want to start off with KNA to get some buffs on us. I'm gonna have Iku here. And I don't know, I feel like this is probably too much. No, I think we do need Remo at the start because we need to like heal up against that initial burst. Shock too, huh? Okay. You do have some stuff for Shock. Warren as well has Shock. Shock is fun. Let's give her some MP or something. So I didn't even invest in any skills at all yet. Let's see. Spoilers, you get Tenchi in the fight. In the party, rather. Okay, she also has like things for normal attacks, which are interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if I can really get that great of debuffs on her, but that's very interesting. Base speed value, that's huge, but it's also a big investment we can't really do. So I guess we'll take this. Supple. That's probably not even that good at this point in the game. That's better later on, I think, really. Like when speed matters more, like when you start getting more points out of it. Really kind of wasteful now. But there isn't really too much else to put on her, honestly. Besides maybe just some points in damage. Okay. Here, have this. What's that? Okay. So We need you to have like the best magic stuff we have. You have those, I think, are some of the best things we have. There's also this, which is also good. We have that, I think, Apache. And technically, I think we actually kind of want both of those, don't we? If we don't even use Apache in this fight, then that's okay. Oh, we could always put Scouter on. How's that right now? I don't know why you have that. Interesting. Okay, Scouter, and yes, still do give me the other Forbidden Tablet, I suppose. Good idea, huh? But that should be good-ish, I suppose. Or it might still be useful in this fight as well. I'll have to see once we get Sakura out of the way. Okay, and let's see. Now we just need money. It's always the really fun part. Right, I've already used it actually. Yeah, she just needs more. She does need more. We can't really go in with just this, I don't think. I'll go a couple fours down, or at least one down, I suppose. Let's grind out a couple of fights real quick here, huh? Okay. We're ready to see Neuro Confines a few times. And this is why I guess I gave Satoru quite a lot of speed. That way we don't have to pass turns while she gets to do this. Like sticky paste. Ugh. Yeah, we have like a very strange mishmash party right now. Admittedly, not the best, not the most graceful. Okay. We'll balance out our stats a little bit more, I suppose, first. 20 levels in this, and then defensive stats. And apparently not much in speed. Did I invest in her level up bonuses yet? No. That's why her stats are sticking away. Okay. Sure. Alright, that helps. Alright, let's really see how this... Oh, Ramu still doesn't have items, actually. Hold on. Sec. Might be helpful if I do something about that. Something to keep her alive, I guess. Give her a little bit of magic too, perhaps. I feel like looking through these really extensive, we're just kind of putting on whatever at the same time. Yeah, we'll take Final Prayer. Sure, why not? Kagasa, yeah, right, we're saving up for this, which we already have almost enough for, that's good. Very nice. What I was waiting for Kamachi. Sure, I'll actually hold for Komachi for a bit. I think it's okay. That's not really gonna happen that often though. This is handy, even if she's not really like being used as a switcher. It's just good to have. Alright. I don't think that's gonna be good enough, but I'll see how it goes. Hopefully Iku survives the initial turn. That's kind of a big concern for sure. Only a couple places left for screenshots for the GOS guide, huh? Good to know that that's going well. How long do you think it's going to be before it's fully finished? Probably less than a week at this point. Alright, let's go for survivability first, I suppose. So what do you have? Okay. Let's see. Candy's gonna hit all the buffs anyway. But I do want to do this, I think. Give her some speed, I suppose, at least. We can make up for that defensive drop in a sec. That's fine, I think. Okay, I'm just trying to essentially get characters to where I need to be here. Yeah, I don't think I could kind of make her work anyway. We'll see. So you've got a couple things. That's just for you. Oh, so we could get rid of Lucas paralysis with that. That's cool. Okay. I guess I could have self-buffed instead of worrying about KNA then. For that. Interesting to note. I don't think there's an evocal in this, is there? Orin isn't really sure to actually do anything anyway. Okay, buff your offense. Yeah, mailing and, oops, okay, hold on, I want to restart that and do it a bit differently. Mailing and Iku work together pretty well, considering mailing can cure paralysis. It's helpful. Okay. Hey, that was a lucky first turn. Didn't really do much of anything. Cool. Okay, get your speed up first. Oh, I should really bring out the Cerno Bomb. Sakura's gonna go, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, she didn't even get paralyzed, so that's nice. Okay, still heal her anyway, I guess. Well, that's totally worthless. Absolutely not even worth using a turn on. I want to swap her out for a second. So Sakura doesn't hit her with that. Wow, that has such a short delay. That's kind of crazy. You can let up just a little bit, Sakura, just so you know. Could over weaken the guide. Yeah, I imagine like the last checks and stuff will probably take a bit, you're right. God, they're so fast. Yeah, I need to do the Cerno thing like at the start of the fight, I think. It's really hard to like, yeah, I could tell it's like misdirection being used because of how quick it is. I feel like without a speed debuff on them, we like can't even get anyone out safely. Everyone, just risks like dying if they get swapped in, basically, you know. Right, speed down 1. Okay, so she's buffed. Let's. So she lowers defense too, which isn't helpful at all for her. That's some okay damage. Paralysis did hit. Okay. Offense up. Kana needs to switch out in a sec, but I'm just going to take this turn anyway. I'm gonna try the AoE one. Okay, no, single target stronger. Okay. I assumed as much. I don't know why I'm bringing Satori out. No need magical attacks. Okay. That's good because that's the route I was going. Yeah, that is pretty decent damage, but she needs a bit more bulk to be sustainable with it, I guess. Yeah, this item's probably already dead. I might have to swap a couple other characters into the party. She's about to do the thing here, yeah. Best I can do is this, I suppose. Up our defenses one last time too. Okay. Mailing still gets a turn. Oh, she can heal someone's paralysis. I can just cheat it. Nice. Lucky timing, honestly. Let's see. I guess heal your own paralysis? I don't really care if we lose Kana, it's not a big deal. She's gone anyway. Alright, it's kind of funny. I guess that's why she does it twice. It's okay. She didn't really do much with it. Cool. Okay. Alright, bring Rin in for a switcher. Never mind, Rin's dead. SDM level 2. Oh, yeah. Even with the defensive buff, obviously that's not gonna be great for Patchy. Yeah, Patchy's non-viable in this fight. Patchy is not usable here. At least not for Sakura's. Like, Sakura's phase, you can't have Patchy out. She just risks getting popped any turn. Playing this game without Aya really forces me to view it differently, because typically, you can just swap in anyone you want with Aya, have them attack, and then make Aya so fast that she can just swap them back out. And it's cheating. You don't actually engage with the game like that. That's how I'm used to playing it. I mean, once you're down to just Remy, and she's just single targeting, you could probably drop a few hits with her. That's beside the point, I guess. You have to get to that point first, obviously. And Mei-Wing does a decent job of tanking here. I could make her even more physically bulky if I need to. We've almost... Yeah, we got Sakura. That's nice. Okay, let's see. This will do some good damage, but it's not really enough. Because she's not very buff. There's no buffs on her at all right now, really. And also, she is resistant to physical anyway, so... I mean, Rainbow doesn't have any offense on right now. Otherwise, we could spam her stuff. We could concentrate in Fantasy Seal. Man, I really wish we could do a heal, but I feel like it probably won't matter. Yeah, I guess I could always bring in Cerno at this point in the fight, but I feel like we might need her to even get here still. I don't know. Oh. Bronco's got something good here. Or I have NP with some of these guys though. Okay, that gives us the full heal, that's handy. Ooh, I'm gonna miss. Yeah, I mean, we're dead on resources this time anyway, so that's okay. I wasn't expecting to win this time. I'm surprised we'd meet Sakura, honestly. We don't really need too much more to make this work, though. Take me. Take me now. Okay, cool. It's a different game without Hina. Alright, let me make a couple changes here, I suppose. Let's see. So... yeah, Iku is a good attacker here. I will insist on that. I do want to keep on using her. Patches essentially did wait. Unfortunately, it pains me to say it. But she dies way too easily here. She's not usable for that purpose at all. Not in the least. Momiji is pretty useful in the last phase. She needs more NP. Let me take this off of you. Yeah, Momiji always has like awful NP. Let me check a thing or two real quick here, see if I have any items to use. Not much, but it's something, yes. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So, does she even have a level up bonuses, Momiji? No, she's missing 20 level up bonuses. That would probably help out a little bit. That's like a good almost 10% right there on what she had. So she does have some good items on, so that's helpful. I want to start with Cerno here. I have to make sure we lose Cerno immediately, if we can. So they get speed debuffed. And let's see, Kanako's decent. She actually has stuff that works on both of them, which is pretty good. So I feel like Kanako is pretty helpful here as well. Swap you out for... I like a debuffer, but I don't want to just bring Hina in. Someone who can, like, lower mind, maybe? Does Kasan have some kind of debuff? I want to go check her stuff. Let's pick up what Kasan has. Attack speed. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that might be useful. She's got some good debuffs here. Okay, I think I'll build Kasan to be more of a tank, I suppose. And just have her debuff on occasion when we don't have anything else going on. So let's see, give you physical. Sure. Impact attack with a shock chance. Oh yeah, we might as well, you're right. Okay. Whether we had enough for that. I want... Oh, hold on. Alright, you should have... this, so you get really resistant against physical attacks. And let's see, some more defensive stuff on you. Yep, you've got one of them on, so quite a bit there. Sure, that's somewhat helpful. Take another, I don't care. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, at the start, I think as long as we can keep her, like, buffed and healthy, I think Iku is enough. We don't need, like, multiple attackers for Sakuya, really. I feel like I'd rather just go multi-support route. This probably isn't enough still, but we might be able to just barely eke through. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Like I said, I'm okay with this being kind of hard. I feel like if I wanted, I could probably just bring in Hina and just brute force the fight with her. But I don't really want to do that. Okay, Cerno did her job. Thank you, Cerno. Splendid work there. We might lose Iku on turn 1 if we're unlucky. We didn't. That's good. Okay, speed up. I think she must be immune to paralysis herself or something. It's good to know. It sucks that melee doesn't actually have much to do besides, Oh right, no, that wasn't a paralysis one. That was the defense down one. Okay. sucks that Melee doesn't actually have much that she can really do, which is a real shame. So boring to use. Okay, we do need a heal. Mailing's turn is already kind of made into a waste. Alright, we need defenses on. Yuku can buff her own offense in a sec here. Yeah, heal her a bit more because Reimu's not going to get a turn in time. Okay, I guess we start attacking. It's a good 10k, she's paralyzed too. We lost Reimu. That was quick. Okay, bring Kasen. Mayon can actually go, I think. Guess we can do a bit of debuffing with Hamachi too, maybe. Nice, alright. Shutting her down like that is good. Paralysis is nice. Yeah, let's try to lower Saku's mind. Even more paralysis. Good. Narrow confines for general stat down. I mean, yeah, I just had her as a healer. I guess I don't have... I mean, I did give her a little bit more bulk, but not much. I'm not really too surprised that I lost her, though, don't get me wrong. We have another 2 hits from this before she runs out. Do one more buff, and then probably just restore some Kane's MP. And she is weak to this too, which is nice, even if it's not going to do as much coming from Kasten right now. Too handy. Okay, get some MP back. Alright, we'll swap you out. Bring Mailing back for a bit. Okay, to be fair, once Saku is down, it doesn't really matter if, I think Mailing might still get to swap out. We're gonna see. We might lose Iku here. Yeah, we're gonna, okay. I wasn't sure how that would be timed. We might be okay, depending on what they actually do. Yeah, we're fine. Cool. Yeah, but once Saku is down, we don't need Iku in this fight anymore, really. Just good. Let's switch out for a moment. Okay. You are just here to take hits. Heal yourself. Okay. Let's see. Let's finish off Saku with Momi, maybe. Need defense up. Hamachi has to swap so she doesn't die. Quickly. Nope, never mind, she's gone. Okay. Couple more hits from this. Alright. Alright. We're down to just Remy now. Who also hasn't buffed yet for some strange reason, but that's good. Okay, so we can either use Momiji or we can use Kanako and maybe pair with Sato to use this skill twice. One's a good attacker too. So what I'm gonna do here is this. I want to make sure, we keep the attackers on the right side here. Yeah, we just use fire, I guess. That's solid enough. That's no buffs either. Good. Right, Mailing might still die in one hit. I think she'll survive one hit with her thing on. I'm going to do an offense buff now anyway, so Momi can just concentrate for a turn while we put on sword. Remy still isn't buffed. That's interesting. I wonder why she hasn't buffed. I think she might have forgotten. Oh no, there she goes. Okay. That's still doing some okay damage, honestly. Okay, try to stay alive as best as you can, though. It's probably not going to be enough. Nope. Ooh, guts. Guts triggered. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, that evasion is rough, though, for sure. Okay, more offense. Every 4th turn after Saku is dead. Okay, got it. Good to know. Alright, Mailing's dead for good now. We'll do a swap with Kane. Basically just sacrificing people. At this point, we're basically just fighting Yugi. She's just gonna go down the line, I guess. Ikyu has some evasion. We can put her out. I don't really want to use that, I don't think. I don't think anything is really going to proc here, but I can try anyway. Oh, nice, defense down. Okay. By 5. Awesome. Well, I mean, it's good if it counteracts, like, the buff she had, at least, so I don't really care. It's still helpful. Bring up Kassen. There's a wheel. I think we'll be okay as long as we don't get too many misses. Oh. That came back on quick. Alright. It's okay, though. The defensive buff isn't that big compared to the others right now. Very helpful. Okay, let's try to lower her offensive threat a bit. Mainly the speed, I guess, really. Mumiji's doing the most damage here by far, so honestly, 1 or 2 more hits with her and I think we're just done. It's great if we can get that off. Yep, that's fine. Okay, not so fine. Basically just sacking characters at this point, which is often what it comes down to. Valkyrie's attack is pretty low. I feel like no matter what we do here, it's probably not going to do too much. So I could just try to lower her defense. I think I'll just use Needle Hill for that. Nice. I think that's the best we could really hope for. Minus 31. Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. Momi just doesn't really have any MP. But we're kind of counteracting her buffs a little bit, which is helpful. Gotta keep on fighting against those a little bit here. We need a couple actual hits. And honestly, as long as either Momiji or Orin can get off 1 more hit, I think we're good. There we go, not bad. Look at all those items. Ooh, a Glaive of Pain, good. That's nice. We lost. Not a huge surprise given the number and quality of the opponents. In fact, being able to give them a good fight speaks wonders of your own ability, my lady. Doesn't it? Hello? Are you done yet? Both of you are joining us now, right? I suppose it cannot be helped. I did promise that at least. We'll be exploring with you from now on. My lady, how excited you seem to be over something that cannot be helped. Sakura, did you say something? You should not be so shy, my lady. It's perfectly fine to be asked about your excitement. Oh, hush. Anyway, Reimu, bring me to your lodging before I change my mind. Fine, fine. I knew it wouldn't be all that bad. It was still pretty bad. Speaking of pretty bad, we got switches. Oh boy, we got switches. Always the most fun part of the game, huh? So I guess we need an adventuring party for a while again. I like Remy in this game. But she sucks for random encounters until you get her awakening. She's no AoE. No, I can't really use her. Sakura is all around extremely good because she's got an AoE party-wide speed buff. She's got pretty good trash clearing stuff. Would your party run nature and death? Yeah, I could do that. And here's our death. Nature. You. I guess we can work with this more or less. Alright, cool. Let me go a little bit further in for the day, I think. Probably not too far, though. You don't have to be a tank anymore, do you? That's nice. Everyone else works, huh? But I'm getting pretty tired, so I'll wrap up in a little while. Maybe do half of this floor or so. We'll see. We will want to actually catch up in levels a little bit after that. Hell's Cactus. Chikoku no Saboten. More MP. Good. I do like the purple orbs. Let's see. I guess Kokasa needs it the most. A pretty good MP recovery anyway, but having more max is always nice. I'd say pretty good MP recovery. She's got like insane MP recovery for whatever reason. I feel like they added an extra number in there. Why she gets like 16 or something silly back, I think. That's why she makes her such a good magician. Something wrong, Naz? Did my dousing rod just react strongly for a moment there? Was it my imagination? Sorry, Rim, it was nothing. Let's hurry onwards. She might need more points, huh? Shit. Okay. I'll have to toss her back in. She's one of the characters I forgot to deal with as far as points were concerned. I usually use her quite a lot in my party, but again, I'm trying to not overuse characters I usually use. So, 240 BP. Okay, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I'll stick her in next time I'm back at the town, I guess. And just put her in the back line where she can just soak up BP for a while. 240 is a lot. I guess we have had her for a decent while though, so it's kind of to be expected. After the BP system is changed, or you can just drop them entirely for try. It's annoying having to throw in characters you don't really want to have to use. What's the Yggdrasil do? I'll take a look at that in a second. What the Yggdrasil doing? Ha 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 ha. It's nice being able to use Kokasa. I usually don't really use her. Yeah, I know the front line and back line differ. She's never gonna get enough in the back line, is she? I don't think she has much at all so far. Barely used her. But I can just put her in the back for now, and if at any point I decide I really want to get the event before moving forward, I can just go do a bunch of battles on one of these super early floors. It's no biggie. My Kog. My Kogasa. How could you? The poor girl. She was the one who got surprised today. It's fine, we don't need to do many fights per visit. I'm not really concerned with that. Good dodge, Kassen, good dodge. Okay, wow. How about that? Just got hit with a rock. Like I said, I'm still just so tired though. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll wrap up in a couple minutes actually. I'm not talkative enough to stream today, it seems. I gotta go for a while though. Labyrinth of Touhou is a game where you can quickly run out of stuff to say too. It's very much a numbers-based RPG, after all. I was gonna see what that Yggdrasil crew did. Just said it was sub-equipment. Oh, it's the HP 48, nice. That's good, I'll take that actually. Do that, Kamachi. And this brings us back to the start, kind of. These are probably just paths here to get around the switches, huh? The barriers. Have mercy. Please have mercy. Okay, hold on. I have so many support characters in the party right now. I think that's my problem. I have like half support characters, half damage dealers. Like I have to run. I just want to make sure this goes where it looks like it does. Yep, okay. Oh, cool. Osapia and mini levels up. Wonderful. The targeting chance for A mode is 60, 30, 10, and 3. Wow. Okay. That's actually really good to know. So your character alert is super duper safe for A mode targeting, huh? That's cool. I never knew the odds were like that far stacked in my favor. Okay, short session, but I feel super tired. I need to like go have some food and chill for all. Maybe do some cleanup on Shady Trial. Ugh, I'll be back again someday with something soon. I've got other things that I want to play too. I need rest. Thank you for helping it, and good night.